What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. I have to come to you with this because I'm really at my wit's end with it now, and I need to express this to you. I need your undivided attention, and I need you to listen very carefully to what it is I'm about to communicate to you. As it is, I've always communicated with you. My old people know this, and to new people, you always watch anything that if you are clicking on a video from the Jedi, you need to put that in full screen. I can't have stuff on the right and stuff going on and alerts happening. I need your undivided attention whenever I speak. Because when I speak to you, you have my undivided attention. Period. So I'm not asking for something I'm not giving. This is very critical. The video that I released before this was a throwback video that I had done back in 2015. And I was highlighting the things that I had prophesied, basically, and called out that came to pass. But here's something that's very critical. And you always hear me tell you, sometimes you can have a piece of a puzzle and you don't know you possess it. Then somebody else comes along and says something or does something, you go, oh, that makes sense now because X, Y, and Z. That's an aha. Suddenly you realize I have a piece of this puzzle. That's also knowledge converging because you have something, you don't know you possess it. Or you may know you possess it, but you may not know what its significance is. Or maybe it just means nothing at the time until something else comes and converges with that. And aha, now we have revelation. That's what I'm going to give you now in this piece. Hear me. Now, I'm sick of it. Because here's what's going on, everybody. First of all, I don't know what black folks to trust. Because what I do know is our history is riddled with black Christians, black non-believers, certainly non-Muslims, who have always and continue to be willing participants in the oppression of African people. They don't give a damn. As it relates to Dr. Boyce Watkins and the Yvette Carnell and that whole crew. You feel me? Just the whole crew. You feel me? The Tariq Nasheeds and any of these people that everybody just knows they name and they supposed to be all this and all this. I'm gonna ring some bells for you. And you speak to yourself whether or not what I'm saying is the damn truth. I'm going to try and keep it as simple for you as I can, but y'all know how I get. Now hear this. They lead the charge. They lead the charge. And don't forget fat ass what the traitor the advised dude. These people all have these huge platforms. And those of you guys have been with me through shutdown channels know that I have addressed in the past for you. Where's their movements? Where's their call to real action? I've said that in previous work, right? So a chorus that I hear from all of them in the random and rare times that I'm exposed to them, because I don't follow any of these people. I'm not interested in what they have to say because as I tell you, I'm an independent thinker. I don't like to be influenced. You understand? But you also have to interest yourself in stuff you're not interested in, and even in people you don't like and all that kind of stuff. I also always tell you that as well. But so what I hear from them anytime I'm exposed to them, is I'm going to try and compartmentalize this for you so that I communicate it to you as effectively as I know how. They all sing the chorus of Obama did nothing, as if he was this willing traitor to our people. Hear me closely, my people, because you will learn. You understand? I always tell you, I don't waste my time to speak unless I have something that's going to be of value to you. If you hear, "What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi," that means there's something there. He didn't come to waste my time. There is something of value that he has to communicate. And it comes from a sincere place of nothing but truth. And so this is no different. They can all be counted on to sing the chorus of Obama did nothing for black people. Right? We can all agree on that. Now, this one, and this probably isn't the first time he's done it, he's equating him with Trump, and he's equating, and it's just this lackadaisical thing as if Obama's just in a string of just the same type of people and that there was no standout. Well, first of all, I was a precinct captain for Obama's campaign. I would ask, what did they do for Obama's campaign? Let's begin with that. You see, show me where somebody spends their time and their money, and I'll tell you who they are. They are probably being paid, probably misdirectional agents, propagandists, on some sort of a payroll. We give you a stipend, you do a YouTube video, and you just say X, Y, and Z. You see, just, because black Christians will take a coin over principle any day. That's the history. I'm not making this up. I always tell you, it's the white man and then it's the black Christian working in tandem, because they can always depend on your ass to do their bidding. You will always be white supremacy and blackface for them. Not the solid character of the Muslim. You understand? But now, they can always be counted on to tell you Obama didn't do and he didn't do and he didn't do. But I always tell you, you can put something right out in the open and nobody will see it. I'm here to fill in the gaps. I need you from now on, every time you listen to these pathetic ass people, I need you questioning them. And you ask them, what's the alternative? What's the alternative? You see? What's the alternative? Because they were singing this same song about Obama in 2016 when it was the choice between Sniper Fire and Bernie Sanders. None of them were encouraging you to move to Bernie Sanders. All they do is what most dumb black Christian people do, is just talk with no solutions. You look at any of my work and I got a solution. I got an answer and I got a plan, because I'm a man of action. Now, so here's what's glaring out of their chorus, the notes you're not hearing. They will sit there and tell you this, and very lackadaisical. It's mildly passionate, not a lot of fire, you see, which is also very telling, because certain information requires a certain demeanor. If the baby just fell out of the crib, do you walk into the next room and say, "Excuse me, can I get everyone's attention? Can I just like to get everyone's attention if I could? The baby just fell out of the crib on their head. No. Demeanor. It matters. So in 2016, they were saying the same shit, while not really so much discouraging you from voting for Sniper Fire. You understand? But they always make sure they mention Obama didn't do anything. What they don't tell you, they don't remind you that before he was even sworn in, you had the Republican leadership all meeting in back rooms. This is public knowledge. Saying whatever he says, we're going to say no to it. They don't ever mention that. They don't ever mention that. They don't mention that your asses didn't push for the midterm elections. So when Obama came out and gave the shellacking speech, when they lost, control of both chambers of Congress, that's because we didn't get our black asses out and get engaged for the midterm elections. You also weren't listening when Obama was running for president. He was telling you, you're going to need to stay engaged. You're going to have to make me do things. What he was trying to signal to our people is, look, if y'all don't make some kind of outcry, this could be difficult. That's what he was saying. But he had to say it in code. Because you saw even once he was president, when he came out and said, well, if I had a son, he would look like Trayvon Martin, white people's heads rolled off. You think he could have said before he got elected, look, black folks, we're going to have to work, because they would have taken it as, oh, it's going to be, the blacks are going to take over and he's going to, he had to speak in code, but you were too dumb to hear it. And you weren't listening even. So it didn't matter if you were too dumb. You just didn't hear it because you weren't listening. You understand? So they never mention the pledge to say no to anything that he does. They don't mention that, boom, overnight the Tea Party sprung up and suddenly they wanted their country back and all of that, and you had to deal with that. They don't mention to you, when you're running for president, you only begin to get a certain level of security clearance and intelligence eligibility as you get to a certain point. Do you understand? Certainly once you become the nominee of the party, then there's even more intelligence and classified stuff that you're allowed to know. But as Obama said, when they got in there, they found out it was way worse. We knew the country was on the brink financially of going right over the cliff. But it was worse. Once they got in there, they found out it was even worse than they had even knew. Even Michelle has spoken about this. You understand? So let's put it in terms we can all understand. You've planned Saturday, you're going to go to the beach and you're going to go parasailing, and oh my God, we're going to go have lunch at the tiki bars, and all of a sudden a major water main busts right outside your house. Your plans have now been changed. Do we say that you didn't do what you said you were going to do on Saturday, and you didn't show up, and we were waiting for you, and you're nobody, and you didn't do anything? You would say, I had a water main break, I couldn't be there, and by the way, there was 2 feet of water in my house. Get out my face. And by the way, I was trying to reach your cell phone and you wasn't answering, so you couldn't even come and help me. You see? This is what Obama was dealing with. So then now he had to immerse himself into this whole crash to try and bring the country back financially. He had to work on, now he's got to suddenly put together a $780 billion bailout package for the country. You understand? You have a short memory, and they count on it just like these white devils. Let's not be fooled by the Boyce Watkins and the Yvette Carnells and all these other raggedy ass people that I'm over, that can sit back and bitch about everything, but they have no solutions for you. None. And most of all, their intent is not righteousness. These are not righteous people. You understand? I will toot my horn to the highest mountain. I am a righteous man. The only thing that ever matters to me is the truth. Not my philosophies, my opinions, and my feelings. I don't give a damn about that. I don't give a damn about hurting people's feelings and stepping on toes. None of that matters. The only thing that matters to me is the truth. What is it? What is it? What is it? So suddenly now Obama's got to deal with this bailout. And then, oh, by the way, he's got to now try and get health care passed through. That alone, you understand? That alone was a miracle. Because remember, they were saying no to anything that he did. This same uh, healthcare uh, package that he was able to get through is the same thing that Republicans had loved for years. Mitt Romney had enacted it in whatever damn state he was from, but as soon as a black man liked it, they hated it. Do you understand me? And particularly because they knew that that meant more black people are going to have medical coverage now. You understand? Remember, genocide is always their agenda against you. And their numbers are shrinking. They're having less babies and more deaths. They are dying off finally. It always makes me sick when people just blatantly make the statement Obama didn't do anything. You don't get to say that when you didn't do a damn thing and you don't know what you're talking about. I suggest to you these people are agents, everybody, of some kind. Of some kind. So they'll tell you, oh, Obama didn't do anything. And like I say, they don't tell you about the $780 billion bailout. And that once he was sworn in, then now all the intelligence is available to you. And then he realizes, oh, this shit is way worse than Bush and them was saying to anybody. It's a total disaster. They found out the real numbers about what they were spending in Iraq. And on and on and on. You see? So he had to deal with that. But he was also trying to get health care passed through. I know a whole lot of people that's glad that damn Affordable Care Act worked. There's people going to doctors that hadn't been to doctors in many years. There's people seeing dentists that they never thought they'd ever see, etc., etc., etc. The only people bitching about it are white people. That's it. And we don't care, because they would bitch over a ham sandwich. We don't care about that. That means absolutely nothing to us. We're talking about us as a people. Now, what they also don't tell you is that now, when before Trump even got into damn office, you had the 100 black pastors going to Trump Tower to meet with them. Dr. King's fat lard-ass son was up there singing the praise of this devil. You understand? Kanye West and his spectacle. Kim Kardashian. I mean, there's all these people going to see Trump. We don't have no record of no black people going to see Obama. Show me that. See, you get to say Obama didn't do anything when you can show me this string of people that were going to ask Obama for something and he didn't do it. You understand? We weren't hearing anything about African descendants of slaves. We didn't hear that. We didn't hear a single word of that the entire time that Obama was president, or even while he was running, or anything else. And all this other acronyms and stuff they've got now. It's the African descendants of slaves and some other shit and some other shit and some other shit. And it's just, I can't. None of that was being presented. Stop the video when I start lying. Stop the video when I start lying. None of this was presented. You understand? None of it. Now, you have these people, you know, the candidates are, because now there is this whole, now everybody's up on this whole ADOS and all this other stuff, and I can't. But now, everybody's going to the candidates. Nobody was going to Obama. Nobody. Nobody. I remember when Roland Martin got his first interview with Obama and sat down with him. It was a brother-brother type of interview. One of his main questions was, why was it important for you to have a black woman as your wife? And Obama said, have you seen my wife? Like, basically, next question. You feel me? So, there was no demands being placed then. Everybody stood back because we all knew, either consciously or subconsciously, this is the first black president, is still a white-ass racist nation, and he is not a dictator. He's not just the all-powerful being. that can click his finger. And he's definitely not the Jedi that would run roughshod over everything if I was elected in this bitch. I'd be like, this is what's going down. You wouldn't have to come asking me. You don't have to bring me no acronyms. You don't have to bring me nothing. You understand? But even I would be up against opposition because I would be one and you wouldn't be with me. I would not be able to depend on you to be with me. You wouldn't be writing your congressmen and your senators telling them you need to work with this damn president. None of you did that. None of you. You expected we elected Obama and now a puff of smoke, everything's going to change and he's supposed to do everything. Nah. That's not the way it works. And you are expressing and revealing your own ignorance. Your own ignorance. And they're reckless because now they're talking about what Obama didn't do, and they're talking about how these new candidates, the black community ain't really feeling Bernie Sanders, they're not really feeling it, and they doing this. Okay, well then what you're supposed to say is what the Jedi is going to say. And I'm not a doctor like this bald-headed ass. But what the thinking intellectual says to his people is, look, this is an opportunity. Because it is out there. When they ask them about it when they're on different shows now. Even they were on The View and Sonny asked, I think it was Bernie Sanders, about reparations and and in the town hall people would stand up and asking, okay, fine, so it's on the table. So what I sent him a very scathing comment to this video that I screenshotted that you see on your screen. It's titled Bernie Sanders Visits a Black Church and Only White People Show Up. That's because of their black asses. The people that I've named and his bald-headed ass. They want to turn you off from candidates, but they're not telling you what else to do or give you an alternative. So what are we supposed to do as black folks? Are we supposed to just let Trump be president again? Is that what we're supposed to do? Is that what we're supposed to do? Because listen, we have a vested interest in our safety in this bitch. We know that hate crimes went up since this racist bitch has been president. And we know that's not being perpetrated by anything other than white people. Always willing to stir up confusion and problems and violence. And so we have a vested interest in whoever's going to be next. We as a people have a vested interest in this orange ass circus being the hell up out of there. So they don't give you any alternative. So what the intellectual Jedi says to you is you put pressure on these candidates, and particularly Bernie Sanders, because I'm telling you, all the other ones are going to be corporate candidates, everybody. What they're not telling you is what I do know is Bernie is willing to listen. He's a man of a certain age, so he has blundered when asked the question. But if you look at it with an honest eye, his blunder is really sincere. But throw that away for a minute. Now is the time you can make a demand. It don't matter who's going to be the damn nominee of the party. They know that nobody gets elected without the black vote. Nobody's getting elected without the black vote. It will be Trump again. So now is our time to strike. Instead of them telling you this is our time to strike, they want to just sit like little bitches that they are and bitch about what Obama didn't do and tell you how bad these candidates are. You understand? Meanwhile, these candidates are good for a lot of people and can be good for us because we have leverage. We have leverage. That's why they go out of their way to spend so much money and time to prevent your ass from voting. You understand what I'm telling you? This is why they make time to talk to the black community. That's why they up on Breakfast Club. They know they must reach out. That's why Sniper Fire was walking around with hot sauce in her purse and trying to be cool. You can't do nothing without this black vote. That's like you got the black card, but the signature ain't on the back. Sorry, miss. We're the signature. You understand? So it's not about but Bernie is or not, because that's the candidate. Everybody else can go to hell in my book, including Kamala. It's about using that candidate now, because listen, nobody else is bitching. Because no matter who's president, the Asian people get what they want. Because what they mobilize quietly and economically, their power is known. So they don't get the things that they want. And we keep going down the list of everybody else. We're the only ones that don't make any demands. Now is our time to make a demand, everybody, to strike. We don't care who they want. Even if they try and play shenanigans again with Bernie Sanders like they did in 2016 between him and Stifle and put their thumb on the scale against him. Anybody they want to produce, they need to face us. And we need to be ready to say, here's what we want. What I'm trying to say is you can't act like that there was all these proposals being put up against Obama and then he just turned his back and didn't do anything. That's just historically and factually not correct. But they seem to all be singing the same chorus of only telling you how bad Obama was and that the new candidates don't have a black agenda. They'll have nothing else for you. Nothing. I'll read to you what I sent to this fat bitch. I'm worked up. Oh my God, I can't. Wait now. Hopefully I can find it. Damn it. Alright. I think this might be it. Alright. I said to him, I said, Dr. Watkins. I can't even read it. I'm turning into my father. Blood of Jesus. I said, Dr. Watkins, it always concerns me and disappoints me and makes me suspicious of you. Every time that I hear you talk about Obama, you never mention that the Republicans had stated out loud that their agenda was to frustrate anything that he said he wanted to do. You never mention that. You also never mention that once he was elected, black people did not stay engaged. There was nobody screaming reparations to Obama in any interviews or anything else. There was nobody talking about African descendants of slaves and all of it, or any of these other acronyms that we're hearing now. The thing that white people, the things that white candidates are being confronted with now, nobody ever confronted Obama with that. So stop making it seem as if he had this power that he simply didn't have, and as if black people were asking for something at the time because we were not. You also speak about him as if we had always had a black president. You are smart enough to know that as the first black man to be president, he wasn't going to be able to walk in there and be some damn miracle worker. So stop with the bullshit. Because while you are endeavoring to turn people off from Bernie Sanders, you're not offering any alternative. Are we supposed to just sit this out and let Trump be president again? So your statement always seems disingenuous to me, and I'm really sick and tired of it. I don't remember seeing Christian pastors going to the White House to meet with Obama. I didn't see you going to meet with Obama or make any specific requests or demands on behalf of African people. So your words are So your words are dangerous to a people that are oftentimes uneducated and easily influenced. If you don't have an alternative answer, then it doesn't do you any good to flap your gums about all the shit that Obama didn't do, that Obama did and did not do. And if you're not going to run for office, then you need to focus on the current candidates and what strategies African people can use to be effective at this time, and stop bitching about what Obama didn't do. I'm over it. All right? So that's what I'm trying to help you see, everybody. When you go to these people's channels and you watch them, they all sing that same song. They just tell you about the woe is us. And Obama didn't, and that high pitched bitch that you can't listen to without your screen cracking. And Obama didn't do anything, and and all Democrats want to do is they don't ever say to you black people, this is a moment of opportunity. This is a moment of opportunity. They don't say that. And I suggest to you it's on purpose so that you just feel like, well, it's nobody, and then you sit it out, and then Trump becomes president. They may have some financial gain. You understand? Because notice, they all have these huge channels that have never been shut down. At least not to my knowledge. You understand? Even when I think they supposedly it's shut down Tariq Nasheed, but it was instantly restored and all this. So I'm suspicious of these people, and I don't listen to them because I've seen things that are red flags for me. When I see Tariq Nasheed going to talk to this Jesse Ferguson or Jesse whatever the black fucking sellout's name is, that's suspicious to me. When I see suddenly this Cynthia person, they're all collusive. Everybody. These people are fake, and I don't trust them. My gut tells me. The whisper, the universe tells me. So I'm here as your true brother, who don't have no ulterior motives other than the liberation and the revolution and liberation and upliftment of our people forward and onward. And I'm here to say to you, fuck talking about what Obama did and did not do if you're not going to be realistic about that. That's first. And this is still a white supremacist nation. One man with a family and 2 young girls was only able to do so much and could have done more had our black asses been engaged. You see? Where was our marches on the White House and marches on Capitol Hill to demand we want this now and we want and we want and we want? There's not a single video or a single article that exists because it didn't happen. So you don't get a chance to bitch after the fact when it's your goddamn fault. So be over that. Now what you need to do is we need to apply pressure. No matter what they say in the media, and no matter what the DNC is saying, the popular candidate, everybody, is Bernie Sanders. That's why, and nobody's paying attention to Kamala Harris even. That's why they're pulling now this ghost out of the air of Joe Biden. He's not even in the race, and they're tracking his polling. Like, you're not in the race, you're not polling. You understand? It's like you watch the Indy 500. Bitch, if your car is not on the track, we don't give a damn. It's about what's on the track. And he's just sitting back playing this cat and mouse of whether, we don't know if Joe Biden's going to announce, and I don't care if your mama announce. We're not interested. We're not. And he wrote the 94 crime bill. Wrote it. You understand me? They even tried to throw a softball at Stacey Abrams on The View. They was like, there's a lot of talk, and that's a brilliant sister. Oh my God, y'all! Look, y'all. I tell y'all, I'm a slender dude. I've always liked slender women. I don't mind you could be a little plump, but you can. But I have a size maximum. She's over my size maximum. But goddamn it, Stacey could get it. I got to tell it. You know what I'm saying? Because her mind turned me on. This sister, she's grace on, man, that is, damn. But they was like, they were saying that Joe Biden was thinking about, maybe if he'd asked you to run as his vice president, if he got into the race. And she was very collected, and she said, well, so I don't run for second place. There was silence in the studio. Shocked the entire world that heard it. It was brilliant. Oh my God, you need to see that interview. If you haven't seen it, go, goddammit, find it on YouTube. Stacey Abrams on The View, March, whatever, 2019. All right, I'm over it. All right, so what needs to be happening is you need to first start focusing. We as a people decide that's the dude. Because first of all, his record has been nothing but helping people who are poor and disenfranchised. So he really sincerely thinks he's doing a good thing. If he focuses on that like he's done all the years he's ever been in public office, he feels like that it will raise all boats. There's a moment of strike. So it's a moment to get in there and not sit up there like fat Mike, killer Mike, grinning with your fat pork Christian eating ass. You sit up there and you say, Bernie, listen, let me take you further to help you understand why that doesn't raise all boats and why we need a commitment from you specifically about some things for African people. You understand? This is a moment, everybody. But like always, black folks want to sit and bitch. Put your damn oar in the water and start rowing, bitch. And if you're not going to do it, get out the damn boat. Take your ass. But from now on, I challenge you. You go and listen to anytime him and any of these other cohorts that I've named and some I can't name, when they speak, see, does it not testify to what the Jedi has shared with you in this video? These are double agents, everybody. They're double agents. They're double agents to keep you complacent and make you think that you're justified in just sitting it out and it doesn't matter and nothing, it's all good and Obama didn't do anything and these people are worthless, so you don't really got no work to do. This is the time to strike. This is the time to strike. And oh, by the way, if we'd been able to build the Black Independence Liberation League that I had so valiantly been trying to build since 2014, then we would have a physical representation of our people that could now go in large numbers and say, we're here to meet with Mr. Sanders and the Democratic National Committee. This is what we expect, or you will not get the black vote. Because now we're united and we have chapters across this fucking country. We're ready to strike. And what our strike looks like is you will not have the support of African people. So therefore you will have more Trump. Our power is in our hand, and I'm the only motherfucker that's going to tell you that. They are not. That's why I told you, I started doing YouTube videos because I didn't hear my voice. And I call myself the Jedi, as I told you, because I'm of the last great voices of like those that went before me, who were willing to give it all up, that truth is the only thing that mattered. They're willing to give it all up in blood. You understand? I am possessed by these people. Possessed. Possessed. And I'm willing to tell it. These people all come with an agenda. Every one of them. Every one of them. Including this fake-ass Boyce Watkins. You understand? Listen, how much of a friend can he be to us if he's being called up to still speak on CNN and Fox and all of it? Huh? Even Tariq Nasheed was on Fox, and he's been on, I know he's been on Fox, and I feel like he's been on CNN and whatever. I'm saying, you think they'd ever call me up to be on any of these bitches? You think that? You see? Think about it. Why are they being called up? Because they're not a threat. They're not a threat. What they will get on there and say will be of no threat to the status quo and white supremacy. I get up there and speak, all the shit gets torn straight to dust. You'll never have somebody like me up there. Not yet. Until we as a people are organized as one. You see? And it won't need to be me. It can be any of us, because we'll all be speaking with the same damn voice. So it don't matter who go and speak. They will speak for all of us. You understand? But there was no string of anybody doing anything to get the ear of Obama to do something specifically for African people. Meanwhile, gay people were. Oh, they had the White House lit up in the rainbow and all of it. Can't hate them. Can't hate them. You see? And they Again, had you sit back bitching, well, he did stuff for gay people but didn't do something for us. They don't tell you gay people are tenacious and they were engaging with the president and the first lady and the administration to get shit did. We weren't doing a damn thing. So we didn't do shit. Closed mouths don't get fed. You understand me? So when you see these motherfuckers, you ask them the hard questions like the one I just read you that I sent to his fat ass. Ask them, say, how come you'll never offer no solution? And use, quote the things that I've said. Challenge them. Show us where there were all these demands being made on Obama from black people. Show me where we got involved in the midterm elections after he was first elected, etc., and even in his second term. No, everybody sat on their ass. You didn't support the man. You did not support him. You did not. You did not. You did not. And even I can testify for that. Because here I had over 4.5 million viewers on my channel. 20-something thousand subscribers. Had been preaching for years. Join the Black Independence Liberation League. You understand? I couldn't get 20 solid people. And I'm supposed to think you're going to get involved and stay involved in the political process. And you're going to show up for the midterm elections. And you're going to organize to be at the damn White House and to get an audience with the president and make black demands and things like this. Nah. Because I know you. I'm an African too. You understand? So we have to put the shit in context. Best thing you can do this political cycle, everybody. Because all this acronyms and ADOS and all, and ADOS's mama and everything else is not going to mean a damn thing if nobody is putting that to, taking it to these people and saying, look, it's not going to be no black vote unless there's this. Not, what are you going to do? Or what's your position on reparation? What's your position on, no, you tell them what you demand. This is what my position is, because you need my vote. Here's what you gonna do, or you're not gonna get it. You see? But alas, you're also in a quagmire, because you want to be able to be strategic enough to place enough pressure to at least go for the big asses. Like if you want 20,000 for a car, or if you want 5,000 for a car, ask 15,000 for it. You see what I'm saying? Then you'll get the 5. You always ask for more than what you really think you might get. You don't ever start low. You see? But at least this begins the process of us getting something. We don't need a black candidate. Because, like I say, it don't matter who's in office. Other groups are chilling and getting the shit that they want. Immigration is always on the table. The Latino issue is always on the table. No matter who the fuck the president is or what he look like. How come your shit ain't on the table? Because you're not engaged. They are. They are. When the president gives the State of the Union address, it's always somebody that don't look like us that's up in the upper level up there sitting next to the first lady, a special guest of the president. You know what I'm saying? It's some veteran or some Latino or somebody with another cause other than our bullshit. You understand? It's never a nigga like me sitting up there with like a black beret on and a black fist comb and like a black glove and like I'm just, you feel me? It's never that. Some of this shit we have to take responsibility for our damn selves, everybody, and this is one of them. If we don't make the demands on this candidate, it must be Bernie Sanders, and forget about what Obama couldn't do because you didn't allow him. You understand? You didn't help him. So you throw that off take his name out your face. Focus on now. And how do we leverage now our brand and our power of the black vote against Bernie Sanders now to get the shit that we deserve and that we want and demand. Talk back to me. You understand? Talk back to me. But spread this message. And as I say, put their asses on the hot seat when you see any of these motherfuckers speaking like this damn Boyce Watkins person and others, and see isn't the shit that I just described to you in this piece absolutely the truth. And don't just listen to one video. Find titles on their video where they're talking about the subject of politics and go and listen to. Listen to more than one. Listen to at least 5, you feel me? So that you know it's a pattern. You know it. And you can testify for yourself. Yep, the Jedi said it. He's absolutely right. They're spinning you into a place of just like a roped in circle. Nope, no hope, nothing you can do. And the guy before, the black president was no good for you. And then they ain't even trying to give you nothing. And you just, no. We have power, bitches. We have power. We have power. That's why voting rolls suddenly start getting changed and people start getting removed from voting rolls and polling places start moving and machines suddenly don't work and You see, we saw this in the last midterm election. That's why Stacey Abrams is not the governor of Georgia. Because they lied and cheated. That's the only way they bitch asses win now. Same thing in Florida against the brother that was trying to be, I forget his name now. Andrew, I don't know his name, whatever. And he doesn't owe me money. All right. Whatever. But I'm saying, that's also more proof. Theft is the only way they win now without the black vote. It's the only way they can win. It's the only way. And that will go for Democrats or Republicans. It's just the Democrats that had a better chance that they would have the black vote. You understand? Republicans knew they can't get it, so they must do the thieving and stealing. They must. But we can create a situation where now the damn Democrats will have to do the same damn thing. Now is the time to make demands, everybody. Recognize when you have somebody on the ropes and you have leverage. Damn. Anyway, the next video that I'm going to release you all, I'm going to hold the Rosario Dawson, Cory Booker thing. I'm going to hold that one more cycle because I want to release after this piece on the latest on this Jussie Smollett case, because I have some insightful things and observations that I would like to share with you with regard to that development. So I'll do that next, or that'll be the next video you'll receive from me. I'm probably not going to hold it. I'm probably just going to go ahead, and just release it like back to back after this. Yeah. But like I say, now's our time to strike, everybody. You can see this the right way or the wrong way. You can see disadvantage or advantage. I see advantage. Who was it? Was it Robert Kennedy that said some look at things as they are and say why. I look at things that never were and say why not. I hope I didn't botch that quote, but I love that. I love that. That expresses what I think about this right now. And for all of his talent and his education and all that stuff, just citing even Boyce Watkins, that's all fine. But again, we have to be critical. We have to be critical. And like I say, I just see a pattern. I just see a pattern. And that was the whole reason for even doing this video. If I didn't see it, I don't need to say it. So, I'll see you soon.